Most people arrive in a village by car. They park, they look around, they get back in the car and they leave.
We arrive by boat, walk to the high street, get our provisions, and then cast off again, and we're somewhere else by evening.
Join us this week as we show you one of the things we love most about being on the canals.
We're Rick and Adam, the floating nomads.
Living aboard our narrowboat Serenissima and slow travelling the rest of the world.
Join us on board and abroad.
Hello.
Hello. So you find us walking into the village of Penkridge. We are going to stock up our larder and get some things for the week, and it's market day.
Yeah. So it happens twice a week, Wednesday and Saturday, and today happens to be a Wednesday. So Penkridge is a village on the Staffordshire and Worcestershire Canal, and it's great because the canal is quite the heart of the village. It runs right through it, and there's lots of nice canal-side pubs, and that means it's not that far for us to get to civilization and shops. So any specifics that we need?
Not really, which probably means I'll end up with a load of stuff I don't need. I sort of know what we've run out of, but I haven't got a list, which is dangerous.
Well, there's plenty of local shops to look in. So yeah, I think you're right. We'll end up with lots of stuff. What are you after?
I'm going to get some salad stuff, some banana, some mushrooms.
Lettuce.
Iceberg, yeah.
Little mushrooms for a top toast. Do you like a chilli?
Get a couple of chilies, I'll get a bag.
Right. Red hot.
Red, do you? You want
Yes,
those ones?
yes.
Can I get one of each?
All right. Yeah, I'd quite like a big fried breakfast at some point.
Okay. Yeah, I did the bags up. I forgot you'd have to look in them.
Can't believe all that veg. £5.69.
Yeah, it's because you can just get what you need rather than have to buy a big bag like in a supermarket.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very pleased.
Which is next?
It's all local, mate.
It looks awesome.
Supply, we do it ourselves here. So,
Cool.
good stuff, yeah.
Can I have some smoked back bacon, please?
Yeah.
Can I have...
So that'll be some hot fish, right?
Yeah, fine.
Any ones there?
Yeah, can I have 8 rashers, please? Do you want to get some more stuff for the freezer as well?
Yeah,
That
definitely.
pork pie. Those Scotch eggs.
Yes, roast beef.
Yes, definitely roast beef. Dripping. My mum would be all over that. She would. She'd be having that on her toast.
These pork pies we make them here ourselves.
They do look amazing.
Just make this
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Two there, bud. How's that?
Yeah, couldn't resist that massive pork pie. It looks delicious. And we are totally stocked up
Yeah.
on meat.
Loads of stuff for the freezer in there as well.
15 quid. And there's a heck of a lot of meat there, so liking this. More often than not, at this baker's there is a queue outside the door. We've never actually gone in before, but today is the day. It's a bit too busy to film, so we'll just see what Rick comes out with.
I was very restrained.
Were you?
Yeah, the cakes in there looked absolutely amazing. But I just bought 4 bread rolls. Crusty cobs, as they call them in this part of the world.
How much?
£1.80.
Wow, good.
So with that amazing roast beef we've just bought, we can make some really good sandwiches.
With mustard.
With mustard.
We fancy a nice coffee in a nice ye olde tea shop, but it's cash only. So we've got out of the habit of doing this, like always having cash, because we haven't for 5 months abroad.
But there is a cash machine just here,
Yes.
so it's not really arduous.
Named after the original landowner that Penkridge was established with, the Littleton family. And actually, it's named in the Domesday Book as Penkridge, so it's that old. Got the cash?
Got the cash.
Coffee time. That's a big coffee.
Very big coffee.
Chocolate on top. It's just what's needed. Morning biscuit.
Really love these.
You're not dipping. I am.
Look at the queue in the bakery opposite. That's why we didn't film in there, because if there's a massive queue and there's people waiting out, it's like they don't want to be waiting while you're faffing around with the camera. Feels like the heart of the community, that place. We were just sitting there and a guy walked in and said, "Do you know anyone in the village that takes up trousers?" And he recommended 3 people.
Yeah, really nice and so friendly. And that coffee was hot, I'm telling you. It took us half an hour to drink it. Okay, on the way now to the famous Penkridge market, open air market. And the only thing I can think of that we need now is eggs.
Oh, we didn't get eggs, did we? That's true.
For that scrummy breakfast. So, yeah.
I'm sure we'll find more things.
Yes, you will. You always do. The footpath fence has collapsed. I'm not quite sure how to get to the market.
I think that road there.
I can see it over the head.
I can see a sign that says market open today with an arrow. So
Okay, fair enough. And as you've just seen on screen, thank you so much to our friends of the Nomads and the Nomads Club members who get exclusive B-sides and behind-the-scenes footage. Like, you know, that breakfast we're talking about? They're going to join us tomorrow morning and have that with us, using all that local produce. There's so many more B-sides on there now, from abroad and on board. And we'd love to have you with us in the Nomads Club. To do that, scan this QR code or click the join button below. You've only just got plants.
No, I'm laughing at the name of these runner beans.
Oh yeah.
Our Di, our Princess Di, forever in our hearts. Queen of runner beans, apparently.
Batteries. Just run out this morning,
Yep,
actually.
the scales.
Hose ends for filling up with water on the boat. Mine seem quite sticky, so I wonder whether we need some new ones, do you reckon?
What? I wasn't listening to what
Like
you
a
were saying.
hose end thing.
There.
There, that gold thing.
Oh, this.
Yeah. I think we better do. Because the last thing that we need to happen is for us to be needing water at a water point and for that to be broken. So even if we don't need it, it's good to have a spare.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
There's some good deals, but they're quite often like 4 for £1, 8 for £2.
We don't have the room.
No, we don't. It's the disadvantage of the boat. It's a good market. It's big. It's famous in the county for being the biggest. Portable jet wash.
Imagine cleaning the boat with that, though. I could totally do that. With the new battery, we could totally do that.
It didn't look that good.
Stay left, right, red or green.
Nearly forgot the eggs.
Extra large eggs. Look how big they are. The thing doesn't even close.
£2.10. Look at all that fresh stuff.
Put the eggs in the bottom, are you? Put the bread in there as well. And then that's it.
Deliveroo bag is doing its job. He hates it when I call it that. And we've now done a whole circuit of the market, so we've got a lot of stuff and it's time to get back to the boat. See you there. I've had a thought that I think I want to move today.
Yeah, can you tell why?
And not tomorrow.
We're right next to a school.
A primary school.
And it's really loud.
And it's beautiful having the sheep and the lambs, and they're really cute.
But they woke me up this morning.
They do make a noise. And you might also be able to hear we are closer to the M6 than last week. So I know that our next mooring, just a bit down the canal, is one of our favourites. So what we're waiting for, it's only 1:45. Let's just do it today. Lunch before we go.
The pork pie.
Right there.
Wow. It's like soft. He said it was freshly made today. It's the best pork pie I've ever had.
Well, that's some praise indeed.
I'm a connoisseur. Wow. The pastry's really good and the meat's good. You normally get one or the other, not both.
We can't have half each before we go.
No, we'll save it till later.
Maybe after we're cruising. Let's get going. Cheers. It has got a lot colder now that the sun's gone in. 2 layers, 3 layers. And it's mid-May. What's happening now? The sun is coming out a bit now though, actually. So. Hey? What?
There are mushrooms. These mushrooms.
Okay.
Look at these mushrooms. They're all over it. And I think they must be inside the structure of it. Because look how...
Oh!
Uh-oh. It's going to open again.
Rick! Oi!
It's not going to work, is it? Look. Like, if you push off a boat with that, absolutely look.
Richard, a barge pole is meant to be like an emergency thing.
Well, that was not going to work, was it? This will go in the fire. It's rotten. It's absolutely... Look at the mushroom.
Okay, so I don't really like travelling without a barge pole.
Our barge pole has a fungal infection.
Great. We need to get another.
Do we not have the hook?
No, the hook's broken as well.
The hook's here.
Yeah, it's broken as well. It doesn't extend properly. So we need a barge pole and a hook. Yeah, basically, if we get stuck on the ground, we can't push off, or if we're heading for another boat in winds, we can't push off that boat. It's not very good not to have a barge pole.
Completely rotten, look at that.
Where's the next Chandlery though? It's just there.
There's one down there. Is it 2 locks away?
Yep, Park Gate.
Alright.
Do Chandlers, do they keep barge poles in stock?
Well, who else will if they do?
Let's just get this lock done first.
They have an online shop, so let's have a look. 8-foot ash on sale. I think that's
8 foot. That's the same as that, right?
No, I think that's 12. It's certainly bigger, isn't it?
Is an 8 foot going to be all right?
Oh, it's better than nothing. We haven't got it at all.
Can you reserve it or anything?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good. So we should be able to pick that up in about half an hour. Presumably barge poles don't come painted.
No, they're just like brush handles, aren't they?
I suppose. Do you think outside paint for the boat would work? Like the actual boat paint?
Coach enamel.
Yeah.
It'll probably work, but it'll take a very long time to dry.
Well, it's all we've got.
Do we have to paint it today?
You know it'll just like sit and not be painted in forever.
Yeah, probably.
Because it would be nice to have it the same colour as the boat, obviously. Rick, I think we might look to see if there's a hook one as well.
Here we go. Adam's going to go into Chandlery mode and start spending a load of money.
I've said it before, it's like my toy shop. I think that's about the only place on this canal that does day trip boats, right?
Yeah.
Group boats. Because whenever we moor around here, that boat goes past us a couple of times a day.
With a load of people on it waving, with party hats on usually.
I got my barge pole and I got my telescopic hook.
Is that? I think that might be the same size as the old one.
Maybe. Who knows? We also got nothing exciting.
Some wood, some kindling, and always a towpath talk.
Yes.
The boaters' newspaper.
We are still having to light the fire every night. And it's mid-May. So yeah, we needed to stock up on some wood. But now we've got everything and it's time to go to that beautiful mooring, one of my favourites.
Hope nobody's there.
Oh yeah. Just one more look and we hope that there's no boats there. There is one single place in this mooring.
It's beautiful when you get there. You'll see it. It's in the bottom of a valley with all open pasture on one side. It's absolutely gorgeous, but you're always on your own because there's only room for one single boat.
But if there's a boat already there, unfortunately, it's straight into the centre of Stafford. So we're here, and I'll show you the view in a minute. It's really nice. But we've kind of misremembered this. I swore this was Armco, but it's not. It's
not.
Pins now.
Last time we were here, there was one boat's length, the size of our boat, that you could moor in. The rest of it was all overgrown. Like you couldn't get your boat close enough because it was all massive thistles and stuff.
So they've chopped it all now.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is room for more than one boat, but it is pins. We haven't done pins for months. Let's hope they go in. Good morning. I hope you can see what I mean about how special this mooring is. Double full rainbow last night. Never seen one of those before. Amazing. And it was just like it was just for us. Yeah, we were the only ones here. Oh, it was spectacular. And this morning, some geese with their little babies. It's canal life. It's just stunning. Today, it's a bit of DIY. We've got to get this barge pole painted. I've got the paint out, I've got the paint brushes, and ready to go. It has rained, which isn't ideal, but let's hope it stays dry for when this pole needs to dry. I was hoping to use one of these trees to prop it up on so I can paint it vertically, but the pole's just slightly short for these trees. Dare I risk leaning it up on a bit of paper here against the boat and painting it here? No. The paint would go all over the boat if I did that, and Rick would kill me. Okay, plan B. Found a tree just a bit up the towpath towards the lock, so we're going to use this. Perfect. Go and get the paints now. It does just look like I've just closed the towpath off, blocked the towpath there. It's one thing we did when we first got the boat. We made sure we got the RAL number of all three colours of the boat, and we had 3 pots of paint made up, so that if it gets bashed or if it just needs a touch up, we can do that. I've decided I am not going to do anything fancy with this barge pole. It will literally just be plain blue all the way. Rick wanted to paint it like a magic wand with just a white bit at the end. Come to check on me.
Yes, to make sure you're doing it properly.
Go on, what am I doing wrong?
I don't know yet. I'll find something there. Have you seen the goslings over there?
Yes, they've come to help.
Oh, look at them.
Is this like watching paint dry? You can be put to use if you like.
Oh, you want me to do the top bit that you can't reach?
If only dogs could read.
Yeah, but dogs are always with a person. They're not wild dogs, are they?
I think that's come out really nicely. It's quite even and a nice blue.
And you won't see it when it's on top of the boat because it's the same colour. How long before you think we'll use it?
Well, hopefully never.
Because how many times did we use the last one? In 3 years?
Twice.
I think it was only once. But you do need to have one. It's been a good couple of days.
Yeah.
I hope we have shown you why we love travelling by boat so much, why we like arriving in places, visiting them, being part of a community and then leaving again. It's just the best thing about living on a boat, as far as I'm concerned.
To get to spots like this where the cattle are drinking from the canal, I can see they've got their little calves there, there's cygnets, there's geese.
There's hares. I saw a hare out the window this morning running through that field.
It's a nice time to be on the canal. If you like what you've seen this week, please do give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
And please do comment on this video and all the others. If you have recently started following us from our adventures on the cruise or our adventures abroad, this is our narrowboat life, so welcome.
Until next time,
Goodbye.
bye.